What is up, everyone? Today we're gonna do a new Q&A about all there is to know in running Google Ads in 2024. In case you don't know me, my name is Floris van Vleuten. I am the founder of Amplifize, the Google Ads agency, and within the agency we help e-commerce businesses scale in multiple countries, in multiple niches. So if you are an e-commerce business and you need help with Google Ads, you know where to find me. Let's dive right into the Q&A because there's a lot to cover. So the first question is the following. I've seen success with Facebook ads. Why should I consider incorporating Google Ads into my marketing strategy? Good question. So if you are running Facebook ads, you are basically interrupting people who are scrolling, right? For example, on Instagram. And if you see some good results, that means that the product that you sell is something that people really want. So it's in demand. If a product is in demand, generally people are also searching for it on search engines, in this particular case on Google. And what you can do is go to ads.google.com and go to the Google Ads Keyword Planner and basically search for your product name and see if there's a intention in the location and the language that you are wanting to advertise in. If there is, I would say incorporate Google Ads into your marketing strategy because you are creating brand awareness. People want your product, so all you have to do is catch the demand that you already created and you will probably hit a very high return on ad spend right there. The second question is, our products are performing well on Amazon. This goes the same for bol.com, the Dutch equivalent. Can Google Ads bring additional value to our online sales? And the short answer is 100%, because Amazon and Bol are both getting a commission on the products that you sell on that platform. And it goes up to, I think, 35 or even 40%. And then besides that, you can also advertise. So you have also advertising costs, bringing down your gross profit back to like 50%, maybe 40%. That's really, really low. So what you can do is, if a product is on demand on that platform as well, you can make sure that if people are searching for that same product on Google, then you can advertise in, for example, Google Shopping or Google Search, get people to your own website and make it owned media. And that way you can not only get in new customers, but you can also build a good email list, which you can send emails legally. So yeah, I would say if you are successful on Amazon or bol.com, Google Ads is probably gonna work for you as well. All you need is a good website and running some Google Shopping and Google Search ads. Next question is, we're just starting off with e-commerce and have a limited budget. Is Google Ads right for us, or should we focus on organic growth first? So I think what they mean with this is organic growth in terms of SEO. And in case you don't know, SEO could take a very long time in order to rank your website on the top of the page in Google Ads. So I would say if you want quick results, Google Ads is the best option. And if you have a limited budget, you have to play around a little bit with your keywords and with your targeting settings because you want to have just the highly relevant people to your website. But even with a limited budget, you can get some good returns on Google Ads. You just have to do your keyword research properly, and then you can run the right ads to your website. I've tried Google Ads before, but didn't see the results I hoped for. What might I have been doing wrong? The most common issues I see in Google Ads with people just starting out is using broad match keywords, not using conversion tracking, and not having a good website. So the first is broad match. This is a keyword match type, and if you use this at the beginning of your account, Google will over-deliver on all keywords that could be relevant to the keyword that you chose. However, the keywords that Google chooses for you might not be relevant for you. So I would say, in terms of match types, use exact match. Besides that, we have conversion tracking. And this is something you just have to do right. If you are below 100 monthly sales, I would say set it up manually. Go on YouTube, look up a tutorial. You can do it in 1 hour probably with Google Tag Manager. Make sure your conversions are being tracked because Google's AI will by the time get smarter when you get in some conversions. So get in conversion tracking properly and then run your ads. And the third thing is conversion rate. So you have to have a good website and you have to tick all the boxes. So we all know these: speed, social proof, good design, clear call to action, easy checkout, good images, social, I mentioned social proof already, but more social proof couldn't hurt. So yeah, tick all those boxes and make sure your website is optimized for sales. How quickly can I expect to see results from Google Ads, and how much should I invest initially? So in terms of investment, that really depends on the cost per click that we are dealing with. So after you've done your keyword research, you know your average cost per click, and depending on the amount that you have to pay per click, you want to get at least like between 50 and 100 people to your website. And if you're just starting out, I wouldn't say to set more than $50 a day to your first campaign, because you want to see how the campaign performs. After you get in some conversions, you can gradually increase the budget to, let's say, 70, 80, or even 100 a day, and then you can optimize on the data that comes in. And how quickly you can see results really depends on your website and your product, your customer journey, basically. But I've seen Google Ads work from day one, where we generated sales on day one. And I also seen accounts where it took like 2 or 3 weeks in order to get the first results. But then it goes a little bit faster because you have Google's AI, which gets smarter over time. Our online store targets a very niche market. Are Google Ads effective for reaching small, specific audiences? Short answer is yes, because you can set a very specific location, you can set a very specific keyword, and you can set a very specific budget. So if you have a very, very niche market that you are operating in, you have to do your keyword research right, as I said already a couple times. Right keyword research, pick the most high buy intent or buy ready keywords and use those in your campaigns. I am concerned about the costs. How can I control spending on Google Ads to ensure I don't exceed my budget? And I'm not sure if you advertised on Meta before or any other ad platform, but you basically set a daily budget or a campaign budget. For Google Ads, the general rule is to set a daily budget, and you just have to set a daily budget where you can expect to spend the whole daily budget. So if you set the daily budget as $100 a day, you don't spend more than $3K in a month. How does the performance of Google Ads compare to other advertising platforms in terms of return on investment for e-commerce businesses? I would say that Google Ads is probably the highest return on investment that you can get in terms of advertising platforms, because you can set specific keywords, you can optimize your search ads and your shopping ads, and you can control which landing page the people land on. So you can optimize those as well. People are literally searching for your product, or people are literally searching for your brand. And in both cases, you can just set up a campaign specifically for that. So you get very buy-ready people to your website, and that is probably the best way to run ads, right? I've heard that Google Ads can be quite competitive. How do we stand out in a crowded market? This is true. Google Ads could be very, very competitive. There are a couple ways that you can make sure that you win in the competitive market, which is one, competitor research. You can go to adstransparency.google.com and basically see all the ads that your competitors are using and try to improve on those. You can do keyword research, where you see exactly how much the cost per click is, and depending on the cost per click, you can basically choose which keywords to advertise on. And you have to make sure that your ads are appealing for your target audience. So you have to write good copy, use good images, and make sure you get the click. That way you can win, even in a competitive environment. We have a seasonal product. How can Google Ads be adjusted to cater to seasonal demand and ensure we're not wasting our budget? What you do in this case is you view the Google Trends. So you go to Google Trends, just look it up on Google itself, and then you can basically search for topics and for keywords. And if you have a seasonal product, you see the trend going up and you see the trend going down. And depending on the time of the year and depending on the time in the trend, you can adjust your daily budgets accordingly. You can even set rules into your Google Ads account, which is kind of an advanced feature, but that automatically adjusts your budgets. So even though you have a very seasonal product, you can advertise on Google Ads and be very successful with it. Is it possible to use Google Ads to retarget visitors who didn't make a purchase their first visit to our website? Yes. Yes. This is a very good strategy in terms of Google Ads. So what you can do is basically there are 3 main campaign types which enable you to do this. The first is display ads, like the advertising banners you see when you are on other websites. You can use YouTube as a remarketing platform as well. And you can use demand generation, which also delivers on YouTube, but also on Gmail and Google Discovery and everything else. And you just have to set a audience, which consists of website or specific product page visitors, and then you can set up a campaign towards those people. How can I use Google Ads to increase our brand awareness and not just direct sales? The short and the best answer is YouTube. So if you want to generate awareness and you have a long customer journey, I would always recommend to set up like 10 to 15% of your daily budget towards YouTube ads and target those YouTube ads to people who might be interested in your specific product. So you can set those ads to specific channels or just audience targeting based on interest and demographics and anything like that. And if you run those ads, you will see your brand searches increase over time. Our website traffic is good, but conversion rates are low. Can Google Ads help improve our conversions and how? Okay, so if you have a lot of traffic but low conversions, you probably should hire a CRO expert to look at your product page or look at your website. If you run Google Ads, how you can increase your conversion rates inside Google Ads is to pick just the right keywords and just the right audiences. So if you pick very high buy intent keywords and you pick a very high buy intent audience, so for example, people who already visited your website or people who already clicked or saw an ad of yours, then your conversion rates will probably go through the roof. And then we have one final banger. How will Google Ads keep my business ahead of the game in simple terms, considering how quickly online shopping is changing? So Google is one of the biggest platforms in terms of online shopping. And Google wants to make it fairly easy for you to use all the newest trends and the newest techniques. So for example, if you set up a Google campaign right now, Google will, on the base of generative AI, give you suggestions to your ad copy and even your shopping ads. So how Google Ads will keep your business ahead is to give you good recommendations, which you always should reconsider, but it will give you good recommendations to increase your brand performance. Okay guys, I hope you like this Q&A. If you have any other questions, please drop them below. I'm keen to answer all of your questions and I will see you in another video. If you like these kinds of videos, you can click this video right here, which I recorded previously, and then I will see you right there. Oh, by the way, if you need help with Google Ads, there's a link in the description which you can click, and I will help you reach your goals.